What's going on, guys? Welcome to the video. So today we're going to go to the Goodwill outlet, better known as the Bins, find some good things to sell on eBay, Poshmark, and Depop. Then we're going to come home. I got a bunch of orders I got to pack up for the mailman for today, and I'm going to show you one of those sales is a t-shirt that I found at the Goodwill Bins for $1, and it just sold for $110. They brought out the hard goods. The only thing I found was this vintage McGregor Thurman Munson autograph model catcher's mitt. Thurman Munson's, it was from like the 70s. Remember, he died when I was a kid. Alright, in the last row they just brought out, I got a pair of women's denim joggers with actually pretty good comps, and a flat sheet and 2 pillowcases from 1998 Scooby-Doo. Alright, just found women's Levi's overalls. I wasn't sure because they were women's. I know men's always sell fast for me, but I just looked them up. There's only 117 active listings in used condition versus over 200 sold, and they're selling for like 40 to 50. Just found 2 t-shirts, a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and a Harley Davidson from 1999. Alright, back from the Bins. I got a bunch of orders that came in since yesterday afternoon till now. They're going to get packed up before the mailman comes. So let me show you those real quick. And one of them is an amazing sale. It's a t-shirt that I picked up at the Bins, probably about $1 by weight, and it sold for $110. Check this out. Alright, here it is, Givenchy Paris t-shirt. So women's, full of holes all over it, front and back. But it's made by the company that way. Nobody did that. And these are very expensive t-shirts. Found this at the Bins. Cost me about $1 by weight. First item up is a pair of Takova Jeans. I just redid all my bins. I reorganized it and freed up a bunch of stuff. I combined 4 shoes into 2 small hard goods into 1, all men's shorts into 1, women's pants into 1, men's t-shirts. I only have a few here. I put everything else inside. And I freed up a bunch of bins for all my denim, and you can see they're all nice and organized now, and they're labeled because that's a tough identify when you open the lid. And then over here, since I don't do many golf clubs or bats, I don't really find any, I'm gonna redo this. I'm gonna extend and extend and put more bins, and I can move my shipping supplies over. But first one up is a pair of Takova So I know these are the Wranglers. Takovas, these sold for $50 plus shipping. Put them on deck. Next one up is a pair of vids. Same bin. And these have a pocket flap, so they should be easy to identify right there. Vince, great brand. These sold for $24.75 plus shipping. Had them list a little higher, but someone sent me a message and I took their offer. Next item up is a pair of vintage orange tab, $5.50. These are in the Levi 1 bin. I know they're right on top. These are right here. These are Levi 1. Lock her back up. These sold for $22.75. And look at the condition on these things. The fraying, that's no big deal. People like distressing on the pockets and the edges. But look at how dirty and stained. A little paint. Got a hole in the crotch. Most people would pass and say, oh, these are bad. $5.50 orange tab. Flip it over. It's got the single paper tag. You already know orange is vintage, but even if you don't, the single paper tab, $5.50 with the black Batwing logo. Flip it over and it's dated 1996. So these beat up shorts sold for $22.75 plus 5 ship. So that's good. These sales are from yesterday afternoon after the mail came around 4 o'clock until this morning. And that's good. So 1, 2, 3 pair in one day, or half a day you could say. That's where I'm trying to go with my business. I'm trying to get all this to be denim. I can hold 20 pair per bin. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60. I can go 2 more 80. I can have 200 pair of denim right there. And once I get up in that kind of number, I can start getting consistent sales. Still will sell other things. And I have a lot of stuff inside as well. But I would like to do mostly denim and then be picky and sell some good high dollar or, fast selling medium dollar items. So I'm trying to get through everything that I have and be picky with everything else going forward and do heavy on the denim. All right, next, this one's going to be a pain to get. It's in the women's pants bin. This is heavy. Hopefully I don't drop it. Now we got to sort through and find it. Women's Nike dry fit, like a jogging yoga pant. I don't know where it is. Hopefully it's not buried. Could be right here. Those are Lululemon. Those are Lululemon. Yes. Ugh. Pain in the butt. And then I gotta shove it back up there with one hand. And this is just a pair of women's Nike dry fit, like a yoga slash, exercise jogging pant, running pant, whatever you want to call it. And these sold for just $12.75 plus 4 ship. And I got these at the bins, probably cost me $1. Next up, golf club. You can see I only have 3 right now. All putters, 1, 2, 3. These kids' bats are not selling. That's why I'm going to get. This was a nice setup, but it's not functional enough. I don't find enough of this stuff to waste this space. But this putter right here is what sold. Vintage wooden shaft. It's a thistle. And this sold for $27 plus 11 shipping. And this should probably only cost about, well, it depends where it's going, anywhere from 8 change up to about, because this is a light one, so maybe $10 at most, even if it went to California. And I have one Depop sale. I've only been on Depop for 2 weeks, and I've made, I think this is my 6th or 7th sale. It's in the men's shorts bin, right here. And this is just a pair of Jansen vintage shorts. They're lined like a bathing suit. And they're old. You can tell like that canvasy feel that they used to use. And I found these at the bins. These only weigh 7.2 ounces. So half a pound cost me 90 something cents, call it $1. Sold for $35 on Depop plus $4.75 shipping. Alright, now let's take a look at what I got at the bins this morning. First up, some of these I did show in the video earlier when I was at the bins. This vintage McGregor Thurman Munson autograph model, and it's model C4TS. There was one good comp in the 50s, and this glove is actually in good condition. This is probably from the 70s, if it's a Thurman Munson model. It's pretty cool vintage Pan Am Airlines, that's their logo. You will see some with the spelling in it that says Pan Am. But this is an airline blanket. Has a tag made in Japan. So this is pretty cool. Animal Kingdom. Huge beach towel. And I'm pretty sure it was never used because the gift shop bag was laying next to it. So someone before I found it pulled it out to look at it. But they passed on it. So I was going to leave it, but I figured what the heck. It's pretty cool. I don't know if it's vintage or not. I doubt it. But either way, maybe I'll get 15 bucks for it. Alright, this was a cool find. The first one I found was just one pillowcase of Scooby-Doo. And then in the same bin, like 3 feet away on the other end of it, I found the second pillowcase. Right here. And then in the bin next to that one, I found the flat sheet. And then that's all I found. And then they did an aisle change. And then when they did a second aisle change, the next one over, literally like 15 minutes later, I saw the fitted sheet. So I got the full set. This is dated 1998. And there's a comp on the screen. Go for good money. Alright, for the jeans for the day. And they had a ton of women's jeans today. There was a couple bins. I think I showed one at the very beginning. Full. And usually I've been finding men's jeans. I found one pair today. And I literally only saw like maybe 2 or 3. But this is a Levi's women's overalls. I've never done women's overalls. But it's Levi's, so it's going to be good. Red tabs, they're new. And these have good comps as well. So that's a no-brainer. Overalls always sell well. The men's go fast for some reason. I got a pair of Diesel. I got a pair of women's Diesel. Diesel's always a good selling brand. These are the Skinsy. These are like a skinny slim. So that's that. It is the 7 for All Mankind. The model is the Brett. So these are decent. Probably like $25 I get for them. Alright, these are interesting. Women's, they're joggers. They got the drawstring. They got the elastic waist and the cuff. They have a little zip on the ankle right here. And whenever you see like this stone wash into the acid wash coloring and look, it tends to often be vintage, but these are not vintage. The brand is Current Elliott, and there was none sold. I think there was a black one. I couldn't find any really good, but there was the denim ones like this listed for like 40s, but I'll probably go like 25 bucks and see what happens. All right, and I only grabbed 2 t-shirts, again being very particular and picky with them. Want to keep it down. Stuff that I could probably put on Depop, and these should be good on there. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and Museum, Cleveland, USA. This is a Made in USA t-shirt, but it is a double stitch, so I don't know if it's vintage or not. Little hit on the back. This is a Christmas Toys in the Sun run. Every year they do 2. They do one with exotic cars, Lamborghinis, Ferraris, and they do one with motorcycles. So that's what this is about. But it is a Harley shirt, and it's on a Harley tag. The back has the big Harley Davidson logo, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and it is dated 1999. Alright, so now it's time to photograph and document at least half of this pile so I can go source scan again tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.